What's up, guys? Teddy Cornwell here. Welcome to the Underdog Talk. Something about the Underdog. Today we have the fucking tatted beast on the Underdog Talk. But you
What
guys,
is up?
huh?
I said, what is up?
I thought you were gonna show us your tattoos. I got excited, but
Oh, my fault, bro.
before we get into this interview, y'all know I have to give this man a proper Underdog Talk introduction. Today's guest is a man who changed his life around from overweight to a certified playboy, and changing the fitness industry for the better. This gentleman boasts 385,000 followers on TikTok. And finally, the man behind a game-changing fitness program, a raw gear athlete and huge supplement athlete. I am proud and honored to introduce the fucking man, Kyle Segura. What is up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm glad to be here, bro. I've heard a lot about you guys. I saw all the people that you got. You guys have had a lot of success, a lot of big heads coming on this podcast. So congrats to you and your success with what you're trying to do, man.
And I feel like we can relate, man. You started just like a normal dude, and you fucking made destiny. You got destiny.
Dude, literally, I just started working out, and then when I got to a certain point, I started posting my content, and like, dude, I was just so nervous at first. I was in college, and it's like, yo, these people, like, I'm gonna post a shirtless picture and then be like, look at this douche, like, look at this dude. And it's like, I mean, it's hard when you're just doing that, but then I guess when I was able to do TikTok and be informative and more like give valuable information, that's where like the success came. That like nowadays I feel like personality is a lot more important than having there's like, I'm not gonna name certain names, but certain like influencers that don't have like the craziest physique, like honestly at all, but like they're just popping on social media, TikTok, whatever it is, because they're known for their like unique personality. That's the thing, being unique and standing out, I would say.
I think you hit the nail on the head, and I mean, that's what this show tries to replicate. I mean, shit. If I told you we've only been around for a month and a half, I mean, most people's jaw drop. But like Kyle, I feel like we had that hunger where we just wanted to be something, man. And
yeah, it's working, man. It's freaking working.
It's working for you from NY to LA. I mean, you're that dude now. But before we start this interview, I have to ask Kyle, are you a big user of, I gotta say this correctly, the gum of gods?
The gum of gods?
You know where that's from, right?
That stitch I had. I've never tried that shit before.
Dying on that. I was like,
because, bro, I saw that video and like I read the comments and like everyone was like, I read that shit so wrong. I was like, all right, it wasn't just me, bro. I was like, that shit looked like it said "come of gods."
And then I loved your comment had me dying where you go, I mean, shit, it even looked like it. I was on the
like low key, it did, like a solidified version, bro.
And I was looking at it, and if you guys don't know what it is, it's gum of gods. It's like a jaw strengthener, but just think of what gum of gods, sounds really fast. I'm just gonna say it's cum of gods is what
bro. It's a little, and my people were commenting like, "Don't worry, bro. We like read the same exact thing." I was like, "All right, I'm not weird for this." All right, good.
Yeah, no, you're not. Now, Kyle, I want to start from the beginning because, like many people, you did have a why for getting into fitness. You talked about how you were an overweight kid who lacked confidence.
Yeah.
Would you mind talking about how this affected you? And do you remember the day where you were like, fuck it, I got to change something?
I mean, it was like slowly like a built up, like I wasn't like ever like fat, but like I'd say like, I could definitely talk about this on here. Like freshman, sophomore year, I feel like I started to like get more into like smoking weed. Like I started smoking a lot more, and like it was too much. It was like it would be like in like all like right after school, I would meet up with my friend. Like we do that, like then freaking wind up ordering mad Chinese food and stuff. So like that, it was like the munchies have always been like a struggle. So like I feel like in that like 1 to 2 year time span, like I packed on a little bit more weight due to getting into that. And then there was this kid wasn't even big. He was just in my school and he had like abs, and like I wanted him to I guess like start me out in the gym. He didn't really like inform me about nutrition. It was more about him just like bringing me into the gym, because I kind of like had the mindset like the people that were like had a nice like lean physique, they were just kind of like, I guess like that's how they were born to be, like they had good genetics, and I was like, all right, I'm just like shit out of luck, but like I probably would have changed this if I could go back in time, but I started off dieting. So like it was like a hardcore cut. Like I started counting calories because I started educating myself and everything. At first, I started counting calories, and I wasn't even really focusing on protein. It was just like low calories, and I lost weight quick. Like I did. I definitely lost a lot of muscle. Like towards the end, I started, like focusing on getting in protein. But for me, like it kind of hooked me because like due to the fact that I was starting with fat loss, I saw like results very fast, and like it was maybe like less like 3 to 5 months dieting, like I was able to see my abs, and like that was like the coolest thing ever. And like I only worked out with my friend that I went to the gym with for like 2 weeks. He stopped going, but I got my routine straightened up. I was like playing football. I would literally like go through school. I would football practice, gym, and then I would just like watch videos on YouTube like about diet, nutrition, like just like feed myself with information. So like most of the stuff is like self-taught. Like I found what exercises work for me, and then in terms of nutrition, like I learned so much through YouTube. Like he taught me a lot of stuff for sure.
And I mean, as our guy, Craig Goliath, the fucking Goliath said, abs for the girls. And I mean, Kyle, now you have abs, brother. Fast forward, you fall in love with this crazy thing called the fitness journey, and you start seeing the results.
Dude, it's crazy. It flies by, bro. It really does fly by, like before you know it. And like, and also just like in terms of like, I wouldn't say I probably like before the gym, I'd say I had like a little bit of anger issues. Like I wasn't a happy kid. I had no motivation. I would just like play Xbox and like your typical like freaking gamer rage, get freaking mad at Call of Duty. Like if I was lagging and freaking pissed me off so much. But like now the gym has given me like a lot of confidence and just made me an overall happier person. The gym is like a stress reliever to me. And like now that I'm more confident, it carries outside of life. But just I'm overall more happy. Like I enjoy my life more. I have something to like look forward to, progress in.
I mean, one of my mentors told me the gym is the one fucking place where you can go and it is fucking okay to be angry.
Dude,
And
literally, you could be freaking mad, and that could be one of the best workouts of your life. You get a sick pump, new PR or something, you could use that anger to freaking kill the weights.
damn right. And I mean, leaving the gym after having an angry, going in angry, you feel so like something's lifted off your chest. And I mean,
Yeah.
I highly recommend instead of taking your anger out on your friends or your family, go to the fucking gym and just let that shit out.
Dude,
Because
a lot of the times when, I just, I don't want to talk to people, I'm not in a good mood. It's just like sometimes all it takes is a session in the gym, headphones in, good music, and just kill the weights. It could definitely help make you feel better.
you're right.
100%.
I mean, what music are we listening to, Kyle, when we're in that gym and we're pissed?
I mean, I have like a playlist of like rap, like it's like mostly like rap stuff, but I've been like Trap City has like all these like remixes of like popular songs, and I've been putting those on, and like, dude, that shit gets me so hyped, bro. It's like these popular songs, and then they do these crazy remixes where the beat goes crazy. I'm like, dude, I feel like Superman right now. It's crazy.
I love it. I gotta say, I mean, not that this interview's about me, but NF and Eminem when you're in your fucking like you're in
Eminem, yeah,
oh,
Eminem is hard, bro. He's
oh,
hard.
that dark like fucking rap. That gets me going now. Kyle, at the same time you start bodybuilding, you start building a social media following. And
Yeah.
fast forward today, you are, I'm gonna say it, one of the hottest rising, fitness social media influencers out there. So two questions for you. First, what's the biggest tip for someone starting their fitness journey after what you've been through, what you've seen, coming from, just a regular guy to now where you are? And then second, what's the biggest tip for someone looking to become a fitness influencer?
I would say like the main thing, I feel like a lot of kids, like what holds them back and like start posting is because I feel like they feel like they need to look a certain way. I feel like because like, dude, it's actually like not like healthy. Like all these people see like the top athletes, like Gymshark athletes, like Young LA Raw Gear athletes, and like also like side note, like those people don't walk around looking like that all the time. Like I don't walk around looking how I look after I just did, 20 reps of freaking dumbbell curls where my veins are crazy or like perfect lighting. So I feel like people think they need to look a certain way, and I think you just need to like start like TikTok virality or whatever it is isn't going to be around forever. And the biggest thing is being unique. You know, like straight up, it's very hard to go insanely viral for just a video of your physique unless you're like so freaking shredded. Like that's like what really catches eyes. But it's being unique, and like what works for me was throwing in like humor into fitness. Like I wasn't just like your typical like standard gym this, gym that. Like I would like do stuff kind of outside the gym and try to be funny, show personality. I talked about how like I smoked and stuff, and like so people see like and like talk about like how my experiencing like experiences with drinking and partying, and they realize that I'm like an average dude just like them. But I think you need to try to be unique and work on showing your personality, because that's what's gonna like build you a cult following, people that like you for your personality. So I think that's the biggest thing, just like trying to put out content and like try to put out content that people can like value from, like it needs to be a video that people can take from. And like because when they see like videos over and over again where like you're teaching them something, eventually they're gonna wind up following you and liking you for your content. So I think the biggest thing is just don't rely on having the biggest sickest physique ever, because like dude, I'll see TikToks, people be like, fuck it, I'm this close to hopping on gear, moving to LA and becoming a raw gear athlete. It's like that's not how it works. Like you can get a membership at Zoo and hop on gear, but you're not going to just be an athlete. You had like I had a certain following before I became an athlete, So I think being unique and showing like your personality and like obviously like working towards your like physique, that's like definitely a big thing. But personality over like physique, I would say, is like a big thing in terms of like TikTok and all this.
And I mean, I totally agree on that. And I think your tip for someone starting in the fitness industry is not compare yourself, because the only person you should compare is yourself in
Dude,
terms of
it's dangerous, bro. It's like dangerous. Like it creates body dysmorphia for people. Like it's not just guys, it's girls too. It creates an unrealistic like expectation of like what people look like. And certain people have even been caught for like photoshopping certain pictures, like that's a thing. And it's like everyone, people just need to know that people aren't perfect. They have like their insecurities, they have their down, they're not what like the internet perceives them to be, is like this Greek god perfect person. So I just think that you need to like, at the end of the day, your physique is what it is. You can build upon it, but you can't change your genetics. So like you need to do what you can with it. You can't just beat yourself over. And like I think if being a content, and also like you can't like get into this and be like, my goal is to become a sponsored athlete. It's like, why? Like because I want free clothes. It's like that. Like if that's like your goal, because like I'm gonna be honest, when I first started, like before TikTok, I was just doing Instagram, and it was like I want to be a Gymshark sponsored athlete. But like, dude, if that's just your goal and you're just like posting your videos just trying to look sick, like you're gonna be waiting a while. Like you're gonna be waiting a while, like if ever. But like I guess when you like start to pick up a following, when you start to get people that like you for you and like tell you that like they lost this much weight, like you're motivating them this way, like that like the sponsorship doesn't even become into your mind. It's like it's really cool to like have people come up to you in person, or like especially someone who is overweight, have people tell me that they lost weight because of me and my tips. Like that's more valuable to me. And then in time, like yeah, like a sponsorship will come, but like you can't just like you want free clothes and like just like clout right off the rip because you look sick, because that's not really how it works, honestly.
100%. And I mean, a few things. I mean, if you guys need a good fucking fitness app, Kyle said fuck inflation. Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's still $1 to get your, for the start of your fitness app,
Oh
right?
yeah, the fitness app, the whole program, and even there even is that app that like says the workouts that I do, but like I even talk about like what I do for free on TikTok, like post my workouts. I've made multiple videos where I show like exactly what I do, and like for example, like some people will be like, this is way too much volume, but like I'm not saying like this is my workout split, it's the best workout split and it's the one that you should be doing to look like a Greek god. I'm saying like this is what works for me. I'm at a more experienced level. Like I have very good recovery. So like that's just me like being honest, like this is what I do in the gym, no bullshit. And like then there's people that are like, some people will shit on it because it's too much for them, but like I understand that. But I like to give out like, I don't like to have to like charge people to like tell them what I do in the gym, because like The way I see it is that there's like free ways that people could find good splits regardless, of paying for like an app and stuff. But yeah, I do have that app, but I also like to give out like, free advice like as much as possible.
I think that shows to the person you are, Kyle. And now, I mean, what I've learned from this show, probably the biggest thing, again, and I know I said earlier, is not to compare yourself to others, because that mental drain is so tiresome. Leads to so much insecurity.
Yeah, like in excuses, and it's like a lot of people will be like, well, I'll never look like that, and then get in their own head and maybe not make certain steps, like try to do certain goals because they just have this, in the back of their mind. But I think everyone is unique in their own way, and they, got to make the most of what they have. Comparing yourself to others it's actually very unhealthy. It definitely is, and like it's something that of course I've done before. I'm sure you have done before. Like, I see like for me, like for example, like my physique is like above average for like most people, but then I also look at myself and it's like, wow, I don't look like, say, I'm not as shredded as like David Lade or Anthony Mantello, and it like all plays into your head. But like, you don't think like what you look like compared like from the average person's eye. I'm thinking about it from like a social media like influencer standpoint, what like they expect, and like it's just a small percentage of the like the overall population.
And I think one of the biggest things that I've again been taught on the show is you can compare yourself to yourself in terms of look where you've come from. Try and be better than what you were a week before. And
Literally small steps, a day at a time. You could like create like a goal list. You eat a day goals. I want to get this done today. I want to get this done today and that. And you could do that day by day and like, start making actions to like what you want. If it's a bad day, break it down, slowly check off each thing you need to do throughout the day. But I think smaller goals are like better than, you can't be like, all right, I want to lose like 50 pounds and look like a Greek god in six months. You got to take it very slowly because like, especially in terms of bodybuilding, it's like, it's a slow process, especially like building muscle. Like you can't like expect to see like weekly changes like the way everyone wants, it takes time.
I think one of the best things you can do is honestly take progress pictures. I know it sounds like a
Dude, I wish I took more.
thing.
I wish I took more. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to work with. That's so important. Like, when you feel like you look like shit, that's when you should have all those pictures. Because, like, I just didn't take pictures of myself because I was like, I don't look good. I'm like, I was fat. Like, I didn't have muscle. So, like, but, like, if I don't, like, I wish I had so many. Like, I wish I thought I was hot shit with mad pictures, like, of myself. But I didn't because I didn't like the way I looked. So, that's a big thing. Like, before, after, during, like you got to take as many progress pictures as you can. 100%.
Agreed. And I mean, we are talking to Kyle Segura, one of the up and coming fitness influencers in the industry, a dude who preaches positivity, which we fucking love. I mean, we need that in the fitness industry, where this fitness industry gets such a bad rap for being, negative, and people like Kyle being positive is what we need. So, Kyle, what does the future look like for you? Where do you see yourself down in, say, 5 years? What's next for you?
Well, I'll start off, I guess, like location wise. First off, like my lease is up here in November. I don't know if I was to like gonna like sign another lease for a year unless there was like a big reason for me to stay here. Say for like maybe if I got into like a serious relationship in that time, or like, but like besides that, like one big option has been Texas. I'm actually going to Texas the 23rd for like the summer shredding, so I'm gonna get a look at it there, and that could be my next spot potentially. I don't really want to go like back home to New York because it's like a small hometown, but I guess the main goal is to transition from like YouTube more onto, or transition from TikTok more into YouTube, where you can like freely say more what you want. It's less monetized. Like for those of you who didn't know, like I have my main TikTok account that has 385,000 followers, and for a 3-month period, they permanently banned my TikTok, and I didn't know why. They wouldn't tell me. I submitted an appeal, and like after 3 months, they're like, "Yeah, like we looked over your appeal. It turns out there was no violation." I'm just like, dude, like that's scary. Like they can just take that shit away from you. So like YouTube, it's a lot easier, but like the thing is like YouTube, I have made some YouTube videos. It's a lot less motivating when you say like spend hours editing a YouTube video and it gets shit views versus where you could think of a clever TikTok that takes a minute to film and, pop off. But like, that's why you just gotta like be disciplined and, stick with it. I've had, multiple people tell me to it. And the plan is to get into it, like start it back up like very, very soon. Like I wanted to like this month. I got a lot of stuff coming up. Like be cool if I could film some stuff in Houston and then I come back for like not even a week and then I'm going to Vegas for the weekend, So my first time ever there, that'll be interesting. And yeah, so I want to get more into YouTube 100%. And a lot of people ask me about competing. I don't know, maybe someday, like I don't know. I would maybe consider it to like push myself to get to like that level of leanness because without a competition, I feel like I get to a certain point in dieting where I'm like very lean, like before stage lean and just like, all right, like I feel like shit. Like I think it's time to start eating. But like a lot of times when I do that, like I'll start like eating too much food as it transitions to the bulk and like just putting away too much body fat and like maybe coach eventually. That's like something I've thought about to like more hold myself accountable towards. So I've thought about that, but yeah, I feel like YouTube is more where it's at because TikTok you need to be more not clickbaity because it's not like you're seeing a thumbnail, but like sometimes be more obnoxious in a video to get the views you have to be. And I'd rather just like be able to be my like true, goofy, just how I am as a person on YouTube and just like talk how I want to, not need to like, hook people in the first 2 seconds of a video. But like I want to get more into that and I need to work that's like I guess my next big goal in life.
I think, I mean, those who work hard, good things come to. So I do believe that, I mean, shit, you've made it this far.
Yeah.
You've a lot farther than that, Kyle. So I mean, best of luck to you. I mean,
Thank you, man.
you have the attitude, you have, not just the muscles, but you have that charisma which is needed to be impactful. So I mean, I love what you're doing on the TikTok, but man, I haven't seen I looked at your YouTube and I was like, shit, I want to see more of this guy. So
Dude,
yeah,
it's so weird. Like I have just a few videos since I've been in LA, and it's like my third to last video was like when I first freaking came here, and it just like how I look different, and just like it's almost like nostalgic, just like how much shit has changed. Like when I first came here, like first it was just a 5 day like vacation, then I wound up moving here, but like I was like freaking out at first, like so much stuff was happening. Like I signed with Raw Gear, like I met Brad, like I was going to these team dinners, like I met Bryce Hall. I went to the Wish Mansion, like filmed a video. Like this was all in a 5 day time span. I was like freaking the hell out. And then like I came back home and like 2 weeks into being signed, like Brad texted me saying I was killing it in sales and I should move out here. And like now I see Brad all the time, but like from like that standpoint, I was like freaking out, like freaking Bradley Martyn's texting me like saying I'm gonna pop out in LA. So like it's been an experience, man. It's going by quick, which is freaking weird, man. It's already been like 9, 10 months. I moved here in August, but like, yeah, time is
time
freaking flying by,
flies.
bro.
I say that every day. Time flies. Fuck. And I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of those two dudes with B's in their first name, first, Bryce Hall, if you're watching this, I was talking to your agent. I don't know if he's talked to you yet, but definitely come on, brother. And then B, or not, the second B, what is Bradley Martyn like, and how much has he helped you in your journey?
He's definitely someone like I look up to and like I really respect how when I first met him the time he gave me like to talk to him and communicate with him because like certain people they especially like he didn't I think he said that he saw like a few of my videos before but it's not like he like was already following me. He like gave me the time and attention. Like I talked to him about like personal problems like for example like the supplement company I was working with at the time and he was like there to listen. But he's almost like I'd say like a father figure here, and I would say that he's like when you talk to him, he's very similar to how he is in his videos. Like the way he can talk, he's a very good talker. He's a motivational guy. He's been in the game for a while, and I'd say that he's definitely someone that help pushes you, especially like Zoo, like freaking work. If I work out with Brad, it's like this dude kills me. He'll freaking kill me, but like no, he's like, I'm very glad I met him, and he's helped me a lot, I would say, for sure.
And I mean, to be honest, Bradley Martyn does seem like the real deal.
Yeah,
Seems
no, he's a good guy.
yeah, it seems like a very good guy and a positive figure from what I've seen and what I've heard. So excellent. Now, I mean, Kyle, before we get you out of here, I like to get my guests out here with rapid fire questions. Are you game, brother?
Oh yes, let's do it.
Speaking of Brad, is Bradley Martyn natural?
Fuck no, fuck no. Brad's not natural. Brad, if you're watching this, you know you're not natural, dude, bro. He's also cutting now. He's like 250 lean. I mean, Brad, I will say is not like I don't know what people like think he takes if he's on like a shit ton of gear, but he's definitely not like blasting a shit ton of gear. But like no, he's not natural. It's not happening. Sorry.
I love the honesty.
Yeah.
Favorite huge subs product?
My favorite huge subs product?
Yeah.
I'd have to say the Rect Pre. They used to have the Rect Extreme Pre, which is currently off the market because I think it had DMHA in it, but like, dude, that shit had to be cracked, bro. Like, I mean, like, if it had it in it, like, I wouldn't be surprised. But the new Rect, the 2.0, it's really solid. It's got like it's got a really good pump formula. It's like 8 grams of pure citrulline. Take a fat scoop of that before the gym. I like the raspberry mojito flavor. It's very good. They also have like the pump products. They have a lot of stuff that they use now. They have the new creatine tablets. So like before, I did have to use like other brands because they didn't have creatine. Now it's just like it's very easy. I use the tablets. So I would say their raspberry mojito Rect pre-workout is my favorite.
Fuck yeah, and run my guy Kyle's code up. What's that code, Kyle?
Code Kyle, baby. Code Kyle.
All right, shit. Nice and simple. Code
Yeah.
Kyle. Fuck yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Favorite kind of pizza?
Ooh, all right. So that's a good question because I'm from New York. So like when I go to New York, I would say I feel like it's more of like the mood, but big fan of both chicken bacon ranch and like buffalo chicken, like with like ranch on top. And like if I wanted to like switch it up, I also really love like a good like white cheese pizza. You can put some broccoli on it if you're feeling fancy, but like those like cheese pizza is cool, but I'm never gonna choose like cheese pizza. Like I'm not gonna choose cheese and pepperoni over like a buffalo or like barbecue chicken. Those are always like a go-to. And I always like a little side of ranch, dump it in. I always like that.
I shouldn't even ask that question, Kyle.
Bro, I'm freaking dieting now.
I'm dying. I'm like, fuck, yo.
I'm dieting now. You gotta be thinking of like good New York pizza.
Well, I fucked both of us on that question.
Yeah, it's all right,
Last few questions are the big one on this show.
Okay.
Talk like Rocky for the rest of your life, or have to fucking box Rocky Balboa in his prime.
Do I get any like type of clout from the fight, even if I lose? Like, I feel like if I'm boxing him in his prime, like, because like I feel like I would like who would want to talk to me, but like, dude, like for example, like Logan Paul, bro, like fuck yeah, I'd box him. Like I'm like a big guy, I'm bigger than him, but I'm not saying that I would beat him. But like I would definitely like if that shit's being streamed, dude, fuck it. Like I'll sit there with my hands down and let him knock me out. Like I'm gonna have mad people. I'll just like be like before the fight starts, just shout out my @ be like my Instagram, my TikTok, it's that. All right, let's get on with it.
Yeah, I
Maybe get a few baddies that follow me. You never know.
Ooh, I fucking love it. And you get the fucking bag too. I mean, those motherfuckers are getting paid. So
yeah, I would try, bro. I mean, like, I'm not a boxer. Like, I'm a big dude. I'm strong, but like that doesn't always correlate with boxing. But like, fuck it. I guess I would try to box him for shits and giggles.
I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. Honestly, I'd put my money on. Well, no, I put my money on Rocky, but I think it'd be a good fight. So
yeah,
fuck yeah.
I would put my money on him too, bro. I would definitely.
Nah, believe in yourself. But I mean,
right.
question. Now, this is a big one, Kyle. This is going to determine who you are.
Okay.
Pull-ups or chin-ups?
Pull-up? Oh, definitely pull-ups. Like chin-ups are like what I would do like when I was not in shape to make myself like feel better about myself because I could do more reps.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like actually trying to like activate the lats, like your back, like regular pull-ups. If people say chin-ups, it's probably because regular pull-ups are too hard for them. Sorry,
exactly.
I'm sorry.
And I've only had a few people say chin-ups. I can't name them. The only person who got weird with it was your fellow athlete, D-Trend. This motherfucker said neutral grip. I said, God damn it, that's smart.
Neutral grip, like holding it like this.
Yeah, he said neutral grip. I said, fuck.
I don't even really do like much calisthenics, honestly. But like, if I was to like, try to work my back that way, it would definitely be pull-ups.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely pull-ups.
Kyle, it has been a fucking honor and a fucking privilege and a fucking blast having you on.
Yeah, man, it was awesome talking to you too, and I wish the best success with this, man.
Thank you, man.
You know?
Before we go, is there anything you want to plug? The floor is yours. Where we can find your content, where we can find your codes. What codes?
My two biggest codes for anyone that wants to personally support me is going to be Raw Gear. It's both Raw Gear, or my code for both is code Kyle. Raw Gear and Huge Supplements. Raw Gear has a new drop the 24th. So that's going to be a big new drop. A ton of dope stuff. Huge Supplements, I'm sure people are familiar with what they have. And yeah, my TikTok, Instagram, everything is just my name, Kyle Segura. And yeah, I promise to be working on YouTube, and I want to start posting out more content for you guys. But thank you, man. I appreciate you having me. I like the energy you have, and I think that you're going to be successful with what you're trying to do.
Likewise to you, brother. And I mean, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out Kyle's fucking content. Check out Kyle's fitness app. Kyle said fuck inflation, so it's still $1. But until next time, guys, Underdog out.
All right. Thank you, man. Have a good one. Peace out.